All right, everybody, welcome out to another episode of Windshield Time at Mountainland Supply. I'm Joey. I'm here with Spencer C. Shorts. 5 words.
I can't forgive you for lust.
That's a cliffhanger.
I like it.
And we're here with Scott Brown, the legend.
Bottom of the barrel today.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Do you have a middle name?
Yeah.
What is it?
Burton.
Burton? Is that that family name?
Well, it's my 2 uncles combined.
Really? Mm-hmm. What are their names?
Robert
Okay.
and Jerry Lynn.
Okay. So
It's spelled crazy, and I'm not going to tell you how because I use it for a password. Nobody's getting that one, bud.
That's awesome.
I don't
Scott
use
Burton. All right.
SBB.
SBB.
Don't you remember? At one point, I
do
was
remember that.
SBB.
I didn't know what the middle
We had
B was
another
for.
SB. I had to change it.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how many years at Mountainland Supply?
Boy, you got to ask. Because I actually asked Bob a while back. When I came to ask for a job, I asked Lyle,
Oh, really?
which in turn said, Little Brownie, you've got to talk to Bob.
Yeah.
But talk to Bob because he was leaving.
Yeah.
And Bob said that was in 83. And I said, no, it couldn't have been. So 84.
Jeez, dude.
And then about 88, I quit for like a year to go to school
Yeah.
and then come back part-time.
Yeah.
And Lewis always told me, I got on before you. And then Lene one day said, no, Scott, he's wrong. You're 2 months ahead of him, full-time second go-around. Oh, okay, Louis.
Yeah. You got to hold that over his head.
Oh, no, he's, I'm a year older than him.
Yeah.
And every year, he'd never call on the birthday, but he'd be like, oh, hey, wasn't it your birthday? Yeah, you missed it. I'd never be as old as you, Scotty. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, bud. Him.
Freaking Lou.
I miss Lou.
Yeah, he's a good
Lost
man.
2 good boys, you know that.
Yeah, we did.
That's sad. I miss them both.
Yeah, me too.
Good dudes.
Every day. I found that picture of you and Lewis that we used at the funeral, and it'll flip through on that little screen over there in a minute, I'm sure.
Don't show people that.
Oh, it's up there for like 5 seconds.
Really?
It's awesome. I don't have to tell them the backstory of it. I just say, yeah, that's Louie
That was a
and
Christmas
Scotty.
party.
Oh, was it?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, those parties were different than they are these days, huh?
I do believe that was in the basement of the Elks Lodge. Myron was over that one.
Makes a lot of sense. Did you know that Tracy Allred is now a member of the Elks? Did you know Tracy that works for us?
No.
So Kurt Allred,
Yeah,
Kurt,
yeah.
his wife works for us. She's our executive assistant. She just got inducted as a member of the Elks in Eureka.
Hart Carter have a hand in that?
I have no idea.
You know who's big in the Elks is Justin Muir.
Oh, really?
Way big. I mean, him and Hart were like Grand Poobah things or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Eureka's,
Interesting.
there's not a lot of people in Eureka, bud.
No,
It
but
wouldn't be hard. Oh, you want to be there? Come on.
she says that that's like the oldest one in
Oh, yeah.
like Western United States. It has such a low number that they get offered by other Elks lodges to buy their number. Weird,
Really?
right? Yeah. It's interesting.
So, you know where it is upstairs?
Oh, yeah.
Back in the early 80s,
Yeah.
we put the water system in Eureka.
Yeah.
Me and my dad and Kirk and Dick.
Yeah.
'Cause Dick was really good at ripping out water lines, and all we did is if they ran water, we put them back together. If they didn't, we left them. But underneath that was not the Silver Club, but it was another like bar. We go eat there
Oh, really?
all the time.
Yeah.
And that's all gone. It got sold. Every bar up there got sold.
Really?
And all they did was strip out all the old bar stuff
Components.
and sell it.
Oh.
So they'd buy the building,
Yeah.
strip that, then sell it again.
Oh, interesting.
So what you see in the Elks was even cooler downstairs.
Yeah, I bet it was.
But it's gone.
Yeah.
And then the other one across the street, that was a Silver Club.
Yeah.
And they tagged it for a movie like El Chalupa or something.
Really?
And then they sold that, and they took all of that out too.
Really?
But it was cool.
I heard Eureka was awesome back in the day.
Oh, they cleaned it up like way
Yeah.
good. When we did the water line,
Yeah.
you could find like Model T crap everywhere.
Really?
And then
man.
when they cleaned all the dirt, right?
Yeah.
They got rid of a lot. But
All the reclamation
now
stuff.
behind those buildings is like a lot of mining stuff. It's if you ever go look around Eureka, drive around the whole thing because
Yeah.
there's stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
You
That's
can
awesome.
go when they have silver days. You need to take your kids and go
Just go check it out.
because they have a really cool museum.
Yeah.
They have a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. They're awesome.
Santaquin's museum is
Santaquin's is a great museum. Yeah.
yeah. I'm for fighting to keep the old school
Yeah. Yeah.
just for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's
Right across the street from my old house.
Fairview.
Yeah.
Go into Fairviews. That's cool.
Yeah.
They got a mammoth in there.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Yeah, I
one.
went in there with my kids and went, where'd this come from?
So, what was your first job at Mountainland?
Driver.
Driver, just like
South
everybody,
driver.
like all of us.
Yeah, Bob told me. He walked out and told Larry Putman one day, hey, I hired your South driver. Who'd you hire? Clyde Brown's kid. He's got a kid? Yeah. He comes in here with them all the time. That's
Started driving,
where I went.
and then
South.
did you yard after that or anything, or warehouse?
Back
where'd you
then,
go
we
after
didn't
that?
have a yard guy. Everybody did that.
Yeah, yeah,
So from there, Phil did receiving.
yeah,
He went from Geneva to receiving. I'd help him and pretty much to the counter.
yeah,
There wasn't a lot of in between.
yeah. Well, like you said, everybody's wearing a lot of hats back then. Do you remember how many employees were at Mountainland when you first started? 20 or so?
20
Yeah,
or 21
yeah.
for a long time.
Seems right,
It
yeah.
didn't change that much. We didn't get over 30 for a long time.
No, we were 40 something when I first started here.
And that didn't change.
No, for a long time. And then we were at 60 for a long time with the other two branches, Richfield and Roosevelt.
Right.
And we stayed that way for quite a while too.
I really don't even know when I went outside. I'm not sure. 96 maybe? I don't remember.
You were outside when I first started in 03. So,
That was the second go around
Yeah.
because I was an outside guy. We had Maddie, and then about a year into it, we had no idea about that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And I had to be
right.
home more.
yeah,
So I told him, hey, I either got to quit or
just need to take a back seat
I got to
for a minute.
back up.
Yeah.
And I didn't get out of Vernal or Moab, but I kind of
slowed down a little
I
bit.
really never got out of it, right?
Right.
I don't know. It was just a weird year. And then I said, well, I'll just do it, right?
Yeah.
Because I can't get out of it.
Yeah.
So for about a year, I don't know. It was weird, but I didn't do it, but I did.
Yeah. Well, the time that I got closest to you was when you and I had offices front to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rap on the glass, or you would, and I could pound you with questions, and
The Four Corners.
yeah, that was fun. Those are good times.
I'll never forget when Bob said, "Oh, you can leave, Byron, as long as the Four Corners are all here."
Yeah, that's true. Yep, yeah, that was way different back then, wasn't it?
Oh, Myron.
Yeah, Money Myron.
Oh.
He's a good boy.
100 miles a minute.
Yep, he is. Yeah, did you see what his plaque said?
No.
So his plaque, I think it's outside, but it said, "A truck a day is all I ask." That is pure Myron.
Even if it's yours, it's mine
Yeah,
today.
truck a day is all I ask. So you're in outside sales now. What's your sales territory for those who don't know?
Now, Sanpete
Yep.
and Utah County. I try not to go into Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Vernal,
Moab,
Moab, Sanpete, Utah County,
Juab County.
not so much.
Didn't you have Nephi Rubber back?
I did,
So you had to
but
stop there for that.
I had about 5, just like I do now. I got about 3, and then
Yeah.
I go over the hill.
Yeah.
I didn't go to Hill. I think Dean Miller was the last one to go to Hill from here.
Yeah.
And thank goodness, I don't know how. You talk about somebody that drove?
Dean Miller. He put the
Holy
miles
mackerel.
on, man.
But I did take a lot of his here. Some great people. Yeah. It's just, now it's Sanpete on Monday. It's
Yeah.
always been 30-something years, Sanpete on Monday.
Yeah. People like consistency, though.
Yeah, those are.
And you've given them consistency for a long time.
I think Conrad Miller's probably my oldest customer.
Yeah. Good man.
He ought to retire, but maybe in 5 years, 78, maybe he'll give it
Who
up.
cares, right? So we've been asking some people who have been with our company a long time about our core values, and you and I talked a little bit about ownership. So tell people what ownership at Mountainland really means.
Ownership at Mountainland, I'm telling you, back in your day when you were here, back there in the back, I mean, everybody wanted to get the office, but
Yeah.
you didn't think you would, right?
Never.
I mean, you got the counter, you thought you hit it, you made
And
it.
it took years and years to do
And
that.
if you went in the doors, it's like, ooh,
Yeah, inside the green
is
doors.
it okay to be in here?
Yeah, yeah.
And nobody walked in, right? If you walked in, you took care of whatever, and you got
right
out
back
because
out.
it was like, I'm not allowed in here.
Yeah.
So, man, and everybody back then was like 100 miles an hour. So you owned it. I mean, you even on the counter, if you screwed up, you fixed it.
Yeah.
Whether it was, hey, I got to run, or I'll take it on the way home.
Yeah.
And that's how I got to be such good friends with Paul Healy.
Yeah.
I drop stuff off every night. Not that I screwed up. Hey, well, Scott, bring that on the way home.
And
Like,
that
did my
wasn't
dad call?
it wasn't extra. That's what
No,
was
you just
expected.
did it,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
But that's part of ownership, right? I mean, how many weekends did you come get stuff?
Nearly every one.
I know, right? I still do.
Yep.
I don't come on Saturdays unless I'm here because
Yep.
somebody's going to call. I'm going to come back Sunday. So
Yep.
Sunday afternoon to come get whatever else. And if somebody calls, I'm pretty selective anymore. But if it's a hospital or a school, you're coming,
Yep.
right? You know what? You got to help
You're making
them.
it work.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it's not an 8 to 5 job. You live this job. If you want to excel and be somebody and make it, I think Bob told me, you got to outrun the next guy.
Yeah.
I'm not a runner, so I just got to trip him.
He said that about Bob Fountain because he found out that he was kind of taking some of his business out in Carby County. He said, I found out that I was getting outran and I wasn't going to do that for very much longer. So he started running even harder.
Then he hired him.
Yeah. And then he hired him. Well, that works. That's like tripping the guy, right? The other thing that, I loved about Mountainland, and it was very much kind of like growing up on a farm, was it didn't matter what the job was. It was still your job.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't.
And it's still the same, right?
All right. We're all owners, right?
Yep.
You should answer that phone anytime it rings.
Yep.
I mean, you're in the middle of sacrament. You're not going to answer the phone,
Right.
Yeah. I stand up and walk out. Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
In fact, I'm not allowed to take my phone to church anymore.
Yeah, I believe it.
Because
Well, it's been ringing off the hook here. I mean, that's just the way it goes, right?
that's what you want.
Yep. You want
mean-
people to rely on you.
I don't know. It's not like, how would you put this? It's not like you're the problem solver.
Yeah.
You're always a problem solver. There's always going to be a problem. You just got to find the best solution.
Yeah. We just talked about that with Jasper. A salesman at Mountainland is not a salesman in the typical sense. You're not just running in and getting a hot lead and then taking the order and leaving and you never see him again.
Right.
You are building a relationship, which means you're solving their problems. And if you solve their problems enough and they rely on you enough, your relationship builds.
So
That's all it is.
3:30, 4 o'clock, I start going that way.
Yeah.
And I go to Springville, still the Wi-Fi by the lawnmower shop. It's easier in the hot spot.
Yeah, I believe it.
And dude, you think you're going to go home early? No way. About
never.
5 o'clock. Hey, how much was this? That. How much is this? Can we get that tomorrow? Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, and about 7:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming. And I always get my wife a Pepsi. That's where I see Shannon. Well, I used to see Shannon.
At Fast Gas. Yep.
And even pulling in there, 7 o'clock. Hey, what are you doing? And it's like, I'll bet 5 of them call every night just to shoot the bull, right?
Of course, yeah. You're part of their day.
Because my wife's like, who are you on the phone with? Does it matter? It's not a 900 number. Do you want to look?
Tracy's a saint, dude. She really is.
Oh, man. I don't know what the deal was, but I was like up this morning and like got out of the shower and everything. Like, man, it's dark. And I looked at the clock and went, oh, my hell, it's 2:30? What?
In the shower.
And I'm looking at the clock going, oh, it's not moving. And I look over and I'm like, oh, it's 5. What the crap? And I'm like, oh, I got to be quiet. I don't want to wake Maddie up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's asking for
So I
trouble.
sneak out and whatever. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And then
Might
I get
as
a
well.
video later of Maddie busting through the door. Want to go for a ride? Want to go for a ride? My wife sent that to me. I'm like, sorry, it wasn't you. All of a sudden, she wants to go for a ride 24/7, but whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Her world's small. You know that.
Yeah, she's awesome, man.
For those that don't know, I have a handicapped daughter, and I'm very fortunate because Joey's mom and sister were teachers, and yeah, I got lucky and got good teachers.
Yeah.
Joey's sister's a rock star in that world.
She's amazing.
I mean, she's clear up into the office now, right?
Yeah,
She
she's
doesn't
an
teach
administrator.
anymore. Probably one of the ones that took over for Pam Norton.
Yeah. Yeah, I always say that they got every bit of patience in my family, and I got none of it because they both of them are just amazing people. And my sister's husband's in special education too, so they're just great people.
And they don't drink.
No, not even a drop.
Wow.
They're just built with patience, man. But yeah, they're great people.
It takes a lot of effort to. I didn't have any patience.
Yeah.
Boy, I do now.
Yeah. Well, I think you told me this years and years ago. It'll keep you humble.
Oh man,
Right.
you can be mad. She's off the hook or whatever, and then the stupidest little thing she'll bring out, and I need the help.
Yeah.
And you just stop and crumble like, man, our world is
So easy.
so hard. We make it so hard, and
Yeah.
it's this simple.
Yep.
We just don't.
And then you finish that little simple task for her, and her world lightens up.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know what? I worry about stupid stuff. You
We
know?
cure so many problems all day long, and you go home to this and go, wow. Well, I mean, it's this and this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah, it's
Keeps you humble.
never going to change.
No.
No, she will be her at forever.
Yeah.
It's her syndrome. She's like 1 in 4 million.
Yeah.
But, hey, I should have bought a lotto ticket that day. Had I known.
It's good.
No, so ownership, you got to live this.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
It's not a job. It's what you do.
Yeah.
Right?
It's your lifestyle.
I mean, people that make it in their career, why did they make it? Yeah. They own every bit of it. They do everything they can. I love the one about Burt Bradford because I'm kind of a bike guy too.
Yeah.
And, yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
I know all my, like, Fox, Gerbers, all of them.
Yeah.
They hired bike racers.
Yeah. Because they're determined.
They have no give up.
Yeah.
I used to tell my kid got hurt on the football field.
Yeah.
Bob loved watching my kid. He saw more football games than I did.
Great ball player.
I'm sitting there with Brent, and my kid got trucked, called for a fair catch,
Yeah.
and Brent says, I think your son just got his neck broke. I don't think so. I walked down there, and he's like laying there. I'm like, okay, let's stop the football.
Yeah.
Could you get up and ride to the next checkpoint? Yeah, I just got winded.
Uh-huh.
Just give me your chin's bleeding. That's okay. I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, that was an ambulance ride, 7 stitches. Yeah, it was an expensive mistake, but yeah,
He's got no quit in him.
we're not playing football. Can you get on the bike and ride to the next check? Okay, we're good. We don't need the ambulance.
Yeah.
Oh no, you have to go in an ambulance.
Yeah. Yeah. In that circumstance, unfortunately.
And they're all, we get to Provo. I got Maddie. My wife's gone somewhere. I can't get her. All these people on Facebook are posting this. Oh, is your son okay?
Yeah.
And I'm like, crap. When she looks at this, I'm in trouble. And I'm in the Red Ranger, right?
Yeah.
And I got Maddie and him, and I'm like, how am I going to get him home?
An extended cab ranger.
Shorty. No, that's the
Oh, that
regular
was the
cab.
single cab. Yeah.
Shorty, let your sister sit on your lap. What? Shut up and get in. And then I got the wife call. I'm like, what's going on? It's okay. Here, talk to him. Tell your mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell her you're okay.
Yeah, they're all waving to me in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. I'm like, this is a $7,000 fun trip.
Oh. So if you could tell somebody something that's just starting a Mountainland, what would you tell them? What's your best word of advice?
100%, and you live this. You get up to go to work. We get up to solve another day, and it doesn't end. You got to do it, start to finish. I wouldn't know what to do without stress and chaos.
Yeah.
Would you?
No.
I mean,
But you find a way to love it too.
that's
That's the weird thing.
kind of what I live for anymore. I mean, you just do it.
Yeah.
And man, if I tell anybody, you got to work hard, learn everything you can, learn more than what you think you want to do because you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, I really was in the excavation world. That's where I should have went, but Bob knew I was a mechanical guy and I needed to do plumbing. And then I really don't sell much waterworks. I can,
Yeah.
but I've always done plumbing.
Yeah.
So we need them too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So just do it.
Yeah.
But don't back away from anything. Learn it all.
Well, and I would add to that because this is something you do without knowing it. Teach some people along the way.
Somebody listens to me.
You taught me a lot, man. You've taught me a ton.
I mean, you know how much time I spent with Meekum?
Yeah.
Because he took over the basin, right? And we were like this for
Yeah. Long time.
ever.
Yeah.
I hardly talk to him. I called him the other day because we're on side-by-side customers. I says, come go with us. Oh, I can't. It was a wrestling thing.
Yeah.
I left him a message the other day. You missed out. We had fun. You should have come. Because we did. We had a good time.
Well, of course.
It was fun. But you know what? That's probably one of the coolest things I've done is take people on that. This trip was probably the best one I went on.
Yeah.
We stopped like 5-6 times and just shot the bull, right? And I mean, one's chasing arrowheads, one's telling stories. I mean, it was I'm telling you,
It's a great time.
it was awesome. It was just not work. We didn't talk about work, right? And when we come back, the one told me, this is the best one we've been on.
Yeah.
I know, it was great, huh? Yeah.
When are we going to do it again?
I'll do it
Yeah.
because it's great customer relations.
Yep.
We're not working.
Yep.
We're doing the after 5 phone call, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you get everybody together. It was fun.
Yep. And that's really what it's all about.
You live your career.
Yeah.
And your career becomes every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sundays, man, at church, hang around. I'm like,
Tapping your foot, waiting
I'm
for
gonna
Monday.
go to work.
Yeah.
I go pick stuff up and
Yeah.
I'll call a couple. Do you need something for tomorrow? I'm here. Oh, hey, bring this. Why not?
It's because of what you do.
It's just, thank goodness I don't have to drive to Moab anymore.
Tracy probably say the same thing.
I think it's funny because Frank always tells everybody, Scott came to my wedding. I sure did.
Yeah.
And I took my family and I told them, all right, what do you want to see? Everything. So we did it all. Hiked. I even took Maddie to the arch, you know. I mean, that was a job.
Yeah.
And we got all done. And my wife says, why are we seeing everything? Because this guy ain't ever driving back to Moab again.
I'm seeing it all now and I'm done.
I've been to Grand Junction a few times and looked down that road and go, just keep
on
going.
motoring by.
That's a drive. Woo.
It is. Well, Scotty, thank you.
Hey,
You are, I know I say it, you think I'm flippant with it, but dude, you are a legend.
I'm a legend.
You're a legend to a lot more people than me, too. You are a good man.
I don't know about that.
You are.
I tell you what, we've had, you know what? Think of the people that were in the office with us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Danny, you,
Bill.
all of them, man. And then to see Zach and Colin and everybody where they're at now, it just makes me proud that everybody's doing what they're doing because everybody came up through the ranks, right?
Yeah.
So if you're going to give up, you gave up too soon. If you're going to live this and believe in it, you can get there. It just takes time.
I love that, dude. That's a good spot there.
Look,
man.
I made it. You guys can make it too.
Hey, same thing could be said for me, too, dude.
Whatever. You always have
Idiot
that
farmer from West
perfect
Mountain, bud.
Gab. Cut the crap, man. We all used to joke about someday we're going to sign our paychecks. I remember we were all in the room.
Oh, yeah.
You walked out one day and I'm like, well, who else is going to do it? One of you guys going to do it? He's our best pick. You ever listen to Joe? He's got a good line of bull and you can sit and shoot the bull with us. He's the guy.
Oh.
And it really happened. That's what's funny.
It is funny that it happened.
I should have bet on that too.
Should have bet on that, bud.
Ah, man. Should have bought a lot of.
If I would have known, I would have bet on it too, bud. But it's okay.
No, I hope it's all good and let's just keep plowing through and keep going.
Love it, buddy.
Hey.
Thank you for coming in.
You bet.
Thanks, everybody, for listening, and enjoy the ride. See you down the road.